Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be going over some news articles related to TikTok and its effect on attention and children. I grew up when social media actually first started. I had Skonix, I had MySpace, I used AIM on my sidekick. I was even one of those teenagers that worked his ass off just to get a Blackberry, just for Blackberry Messenger. That basically shows you how old I am. Personally, I don't care about TikTok. I downloaded it one time, and I remember the night I didn't want to be any part of it anymore. I remember looking at the clock in my kitchen. It was 10 o'clock, and I just like sat down on my couch and I started doom scrolling. I started doom scrolling for so long that when I finally looked at the clock again, whether on my phone or somewhere else, I don't actually remember, it was 2 in the morning. I was like, oh my fucking God, I need to delete this app ASAP. The next day when I woke up, I deleted it. What I found interesting is that I keep getting news stories related to it that come across my feed about its effects on children. And me being a teacher, if you didn't know, I am a special education teacher. I find this kind of stuff extremely fascinating because the children in my class or in my school or in general that I interact with, they love TikTok. A lot of the stuff that we talk about is related to TikTok. A lot of the memes that we talk about are related to TikTok, and they be doom scrolling for hours. If this is something, this is like a conversation I have to have with their parents. You have to take their phones away from them because if you don't, or if you don't put some kind of lock on them, they're just doom scrolling until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. This is something that you usually experience in the beginning of the year from the transition of going from the summer and not doing anything to like going back to school. But I'm going on a tangent. New TikTok research, short video use linked to lower academic performance in children. Researchers from the Chinese Academy of Scientists recently published a study in PLOS One, examining the effects of short video usage on elementary school students' academic performance in China. The study found a negative relationship between short video usage and academic performance, mediated by reduced attention spans. The findings highlight the potential influence of digital media on young learners. Yeah, personally, for me as a special education teacher anyways, I try to keep my lessons and my activities really short, 10 to 15 minutes. You do notice children that are extremely almost addicted to their phones or their laptops or whatever device that they're using, that they bring those same like bad habits to the classroom, like having a short attention span, not paying attention in class, constantly asking for some random stuff going on. The moment they get a laptop, they start touching it. They see the smart board, they start touching it. Any screen, they just want to touch. Short video platforms such as TikTok and Kwai have become a significant part of young people's lives, including elementary school students in China, where academic achievement is highly emphasized. Recognizing the potential consequences of widespread short video consumption, the researchers sought to explore whether and how this habit might impair academic performance. They also investigated the mechanisms behind this relationship, focusing on students' attention and influence of parental media use. So they're connecting what parents' social media use and how children are reflecting that, I guess. They also, yeah, they investigated the mechanism behind this relationship, focusing on students' attention and influence of parental media use. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this at least short part here, is that the more a child sees a parent on their phone, the more likely the child is going to use their phone, which makes sense. People learn from others, especially habits and bad ones. The research included 1,052 students from urban and suburban elementary schools in Shenzhen, China, with data collected through detailed questionnaires and academic records. Students provided information about their short video habits, while parents reported their own media usage and perspectives on their children's screen time. The researchers also measured students' attention using an established test designed to evaluate attention breadth, stability, allocation, and shifting abilities. Academic performance was assessed through official exam scores across core subjects, providing a standardized measure of students' learning outcomes. We do the same things. We have constant assessments every 3 to 4 months, so I get that. But we don't do assessments related to attention span and attention breadth. Basically, how long a student can pay attention. I'll tell you right now, from my experience in the classroom, you'll go from the shortest span from 30 seconds. I've seen kids hyper focused on an activity that's really, really fun for 45 minutes or more. That ranged. And again, this is coming from a special education perspective. I've dealt with many, many different classrooms over my years of teaching. The results showed a significant negative relationship between the amount of time elementary school students spent using short video platforms and their academic performance. This relationship appeared to be linked to the students' attention levels, which were negatively associated with higher short video usage. Short video content was associated with difficulties in maintaining focus on academic tasks. Lower attention levels, in turn, were correlated, that means there's some kind of connection, with reduced performance on standardized academic assessments, suggesting a potential pathway through which screen time and cognitive function could intersect. Okay. So, but there is a negative relationship between the amount of time students spend watching short videos and their academic performance. And if this is a connection with students in China, there most likely is a connection across the board with students in all areas. I was going to just say America, but let's just say across the world. A young student can be extremely affected by constant short video watch. Although I remember as a kid, there were short videos that I enjoyed, but they were like sporadic. Like I was a kid that liked watching America's Funniest Home Videos, and those are quick, fast things. Parental behavior appeared to play a significant role in this dynamic. The researchers found that higher levels of parental short video usage were associated with a stronger negative relationship between children's screen time and their attention. This association could be partially explained through, like I said, modeling behavior. We mimic the people that we are around, as children may imitate the habits and attitudes of their parents. I literally said that. High parental screen time might also reduce opportunities for parent-child interactions, potentially impacting children's focus and learning environment. I'm not gonna lie, I'm bad at this. I make sure to keep my phone in my book bag, but there's times where as a teacher, you need to keep your phone on you. Let's say there's like administration talking to you. It's easier to talk through a cell phone and text each other, let's say about meetings, or let's say you're having like, visitors in the building, or you need to talk to a parent. Some of the fastest ways to do it right there and then is on your cell phone, just texting, right? But I get distracted when my phone is in my pocket, and I immediately start doom scrolling sometimes, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm a teacher, I need to put my phone away. I have those moments. I can just imagine what kids are going through. This is obvious. Anytime I see like, you can tell me in the comments below if you think this is wrong. Anytime you see like a parent or a person that's supposed to be watching children distracted, whether it be with their cell phones or, I want to say in my experience, a little deeper, let's say they're drinking and they're just hanging out and having a good time, they're not watching their kids. And their kids are most likely going to get into some trouble, right? Back in my day, we didn't have phones. We were doing crazy nonsense when we weren't getting watched. I can just go down. I don't even want to say some of the stupid shit that I did, but it was stupid. When children aren't getting watched, they know. Don't tell me you're not one of those kids that didn't know your teacher left out of the room for like 5 seconds and you didn't act the fool. I know this is a crazy tangent or a connection, but I'm just saying like the same things. As a kid, you learn from others, and those kind of things, you don't just, oh, somebody's out the room, you start acting a fool. You kind of learn from your environment. So yes, these kids are going to learn. If my mom or dad, whoever's watching me, is on their phone all day and they're still able to interact with me little by little, I should be able to do the same thing. Mom, you did it. What's wrong? I see you do it all the time. I can understand that argument, but that's when you as a parent, or like me as an educator, or even me in general, the moment I notice, oh my God, I've been on my phone, I put it away. This is something that people notice, that I'll take my phone and I'll put it somewhere else. I actually have a problem of losing my goddamn phone because of that, because I put my phone on vibrate and then I'll put it down and I'll walk away from it just so I can focus on something. And then I'm like, holy shit, where's my phone? So those are habits that I've learned, and I suggest other people do those same things. If anything, I encourage it. Encourage ways of you getting out of the habit of constantly being on your phone. And it doesn't have to be on your phone. If you have a bad habit that you know is bringing negativity to your life, try to find a way to change it. Whether it be overconsumption in something or underconsumption in something. If there's something that you know is negatively affecting you, take the time out to just set time aside to make sure you fix that, I guess. These findings point to potential influence of family environment on children's media habits and cognitive outcomes, suggesting that parental behavior could shape children's experience with screen media in meaningful ways. While the data supported these relationships, it is important to note that these findings do not imply direct causality between parental behavior and children's outcomes. Yeah, you can't immediately make that connection, but you can say it's plausible or probable. How many things have I learned from the people that I've watched? There's so many things that you learn as a child that you probably don't even notice that you've carried with you into adulthood. I like making dime-sized pancakes. I didn't learn that from somebody. My uncle didn't pull me to the side and say, hey, you need to make smaller pancakes because they're honestly better. No, I watched him make the pancakes. Those things were amazing. And I made that a part of my life. And I think that goes with a lot of things. I mean, I don't want to say something that I am going to say something negative. Fuck it. Let's say something like drinking. If you've seen your family drink your whole life and you want to start drinking, you're not going to see a negativity in drinking every day until somebody points it out to you that maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Future research could address these gaps by employing longitudinal studies and integrating objective behavioral measures such as eye tracking to assess attention and media usage more precisely. Expanding the sample to include diverse cultural and regional contexts would also enhance the generalizability of these findings. Yeah, because our culture in America is extremely different from the culture in China. I definitely feel like the culture in, but I don't want to say China, there's a lot of countries that really value and put education to the forefront, value the educators that teach you. And I really feel like in America, we don't. I teach in New York City. That's different, but I know a lot of different places across the states, even across my own state, that teachers aren't valued and respected and shit. Even there's times I'm treated like goddamn shit. I'm not gonna front with you. By children and adults. It don't fucking matter. The study provides practical guidance to schools and families and lays the groundwork for future research. The researchers concluded it opens avenues for exploring innovative approaches that integrate parental education with media literacy, facilitating the translation of research findings into practical methodologies for educational practices. The study, the relationship between short video usage and academic achievement among elementary school students, the mediating effect of attention and the moderating effect of parental short usage, was authored by Kyung Gong and Ting Tao. It's probably Xing Tao. Sorry if I butchered that. But what do you think? Do you think TikTok has an effect? Not only TikTok, but do you think the short video usage has an effect on academic performance? Have you seen short video usage have an effect on your attention span? That's a better question. And I'll tell you for real, my attention span has always been shit ever since I was a kid. So I don't know what to say. For me, it's a no. But that fucking doom scrolling goddamn shit that they got, their algorithm, that shit is perfect. That shit is goddamn perfect. I tell you that much. And the fact that more companies are creating that targeted algorithm like that is something to be more worried about. The one website I suggest for you, if you do want to doom scroll positively, is called Stumble Upon. I'll just show you mine, I guess. And Stumble Upon, you find your own things that you like, and you just kind of scroll through them. And it's like a amalgamation of a ton of different things, from Reddit to Twitter to different websites, and you choose what you like. That's just a random tangent. Anyways, again, what is your thoughts on TikTok? What are your thoughts? A fucking raccoon. What are your thoughts on this whole like TikTok short video thing? Does it have an effect on people or doesn't? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one. Peace.